So as we are hot on the heels of Transformers Earthspark products showing up in retail as we speak, as of this recording, we have some brand new listings showing up in the Target computers in relation to Earthspark and the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, two items we did not know about previously. We'll go through the Buzzworthy Bumblebee one, and then we'll go deeper into the Earthspark one. So the Buzzworthy Bumblebee one is really, we don't really know what we're dealing with here. We have a listing. These come courtesy of JT Prime 17 and the Target computer listings internally within Target's web system. So we got here a Transformers Bumblebee Gen Legacy Multipack with a whole bunch of EAN codes and a $77.99 price point. Now, right away, we know that this isn't just a listing for the Creatures Collide pack that we got just previously. It has a completely different EAN code, and what it also shows us is that this new multi-pack is going to be $4 more expensive than what the Creatures Collide pack was that we got originally. Originally, it was $73.99. This one is $77.99. $4 more. Welcome to a post-inflation 2022 that we live in today. So we don't know much about it, but hopefully it's going to be a nice bunch of fun repaints and cool stuff and a nice 4-pack. The past two I really liked. But I like weird stuff to begin with, so hopefully we'll get another nice little weird 4-pack again. Not much we could really say about that, but it is definitely something unique to be expecting in the future, and it will be a little more expensive. Now, the good one that we got here is we have a brand new Earthspark Deluxe listing. So we had the original list of Earthspark stuff, the Twitch, the Megatron, the Optimus, the Bumblebee, the Grimlock, the Shockwave, and the Nightshade. But we also have now another one added here that isn't part of the lineup that we knew for 2023. This might even be a late 2023, early 2024 item. And it's that of a Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Starscream. Now, this listing is also right next to the Grimlock one, and the Grimlock one is also, along with Nightshade, going to be coming out in late 2023, according to Hasbro's marketers at the Oz Comic-Con in Australia. So this could also be something that might happen at the end of next year, maybe the beginning of 2024. Seems like such a far time away. But the question is how is this design going to look? Some people have speculated, is it going to be like the Shockwave that we got? That's just a slight retool and a repaint of the Deluxe class Cyberverse Shockwave. Well, the difference between Shockwave and Starscream is at least we got to see, and again, this is a spoiler, so I apologize for anyone that has not watched all the episodes of Transformers Earthspark yet, but the very last episode of the first half of Season 1, Episode 10, like the big, I guess we'll call it the big teaser at the end leading into the next batch when we get it later this year, is, we have Starscream. We got to see his silhouette, and then we got to see his design finally, and he looks similar to his first version of his Cyberverse toy. Now, I want to keep this in mind with people. When we got the first images of Skywarp's Earthspark toy, and it was a straight-up repaint of the Cyberverse Warrior class Starscream, people have to understand that despite the fact what is represented in the toy, her character model does not represent what the toy looks like. They're very different. Obviously, you could say, well, there's a lot of similarities, but that's just, look how they do Seekers for the past 30 years now. They always have those similar beats in their designs. But if you really look at Skywarp's character model along with Novarstorm and how they're shaped and everything, from the shoulder pads to the wings, I think even the alt mode has its own uniqueness. They're very different designs from that Warrior class figure. I almost feel like they didn't use the Warrior class figure as a basis. They probably just used that Warrior class Cyberverse Starscream figure mold more because of its similarities and an easy way to just put out a product to fill the wave that's similar to Skywarp, but not exactly. Me personally, I'd love it if they just made two brand new sculpts of these two female Seekers in the future. That would just be great. Straight from the ground up. So I feel that now going to Deluxe class Starscream here, there is a Cyberverse Deluxe class Starscream, but it is such a departure from what that design looks like. I mean, the thing with Cyberverse Starscream to begin with is his designs went through a whole bunch of different whiplashes throughout those 3 years. Like his warrior class, his ultra class, his Gradius warrior class, as I like to call it, because it's such a Gradius design. And then finally his deluxe class that he got very late in the line. All of them have very different, unique kind of looks to them. And when you look at that deluxe class that exists in Cyberverse, it doesn't look like that animation model that we saw at the very end of episode 10 of Earthspark. So I firmly believe in my gut that they're going to make something new from the ground up. And I mean, such an important character like Starscream too. How could they not? It's something where I think that there's an opportunity there to make something really cool. And not to mention, because he's not part of that original run of deluxe figures, will it be a new deluxe that then starts a new Build-A-Figure, a new line of it? I know we got a whole bunch of deluxes in Cyberverse that didn't have a Build-A-Figure component to it afterwards, but maybe they'll continue that Build-A-Figure kind of play pattern here because the human characters are such a integral part of the storytelling. Maybe a Build-A-Figure, I don't know, the dad maybe with his Filipino fighting sticks. I don't know. But that would be kind of cool, though. I don't know why. Maybe that'd just be funny to me. Always human figures are always funny to see included with Transformer product. I kind of appreciate them, sometimes just because we have so few of those. But that'd be kind of awesome. But anyways, the point is that it just would be cool. It would be interesting to see where they go with this, but I really feel that it's not going to be a repaint retool of that deluxe class Cyberverse. I think they're going to do something new from the ground up, just because just looking at that model, it's so different. And again, you could argue, well, look at Skywarp and Nova Storm. Their models are different, but they just used old Cyberverse product. I really think they just, no offense to Skywarp and Nova Storm, but they're more lower tier on the storytelling and everything like that. And I think they just didn't want to invest too much in making new products for it, which is a shame. Personally, I would have loved new products of these two Seeker females, but at the same time, I could kind of see their perspective from a business side of it, and how it's just easier to take old product, repaint it, and go, yeah, that's so and so. I mean, look at Slipstream for years, and she didn't get an original figure until she had like tons of repaints of previously existing Starscream products. So it's kind of the same thing here. So we'll see what happens, but it is interesting. So again, we're getting a deluxe class Starscream, and it's outside of that band of deluxes that we do know for the Earthspark line thus far. And yeah, I get a feeling he's going to be an important character leading into the second half of season 1. So there's another reason too to make a brand new figure from the ground up. Let me know what you think. Very interesting stuff otherwise, and stay tuned for more Transformer Slag podcast news later this week.